Start at the north end of Court Street, Courting the Blues.
Okay.
So that's a really great fun time to come out to a parade and get candy. And you'll see a lot of the performers that are in the parade, some unique floats. So that's a fun time.
So who can participate as far as floats?
You have to register at Big River Broadcasting.
Okay.
Either call or go to their website. And then they give you your lineup number and what time to show
Now,
up.
is that new, or has it been going on for the same length of time?
This has been going on quite a few years, just probably within the last 5 years.
Okay. And do you have a winner, I guess? I mean, I don't know if they have, some parades have like float,
Right, the best float or
best
most creative.
floats,
I'm sure that they have something like that. Yeah.
I just expect you to know everything.
Well, sometimes I just make it up if I don't.
Oh, that's good. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became involved with the Florence Lauderdale tourism.
Well, that's a great story.
Okay.
I am born and raised in Florence. Went to Coffee High School, which is soon to be torn down. Went to UNA, graduated from the University of North Alabama. And then after a year, there was a brand new position at Florence Lauderdale Tourism. It was a new organization, only about 6 months old. So that was about 21 years ago.
Wow. And have you been with them?
The entire time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is great.
So it's been so exciting to see us come from this really small office space in the Renaissance Tower to see from the tower closed to the growth and immersion with the Marriott, the golf course, and all the renovations that took place, and then new hotels, and now this new visitor center that's in McFarland Park.
Right.
And so it's been a very exciting roller coaster. But,
yes, and when we've been up here for a couple of years, so we'd drive by when the building was under construction, and we would think it's going to be a restaurant,
Yeah.
And Mary Marshall, Dan's aunt, she said, no, that's going to be the new center. So we actually conducted a couple of interviews right when it opened over there, and I was just blown away by how nice it is. And you get to work there.
Yes, every day.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah.
What else can we talk about? What else? I mean, do you want to talk anything else about the tourism part?
Well, for us in tourism, Handy is our biggest event of the year.
Okay.
We really encourage, if you've got family in town, to find some events. There's stuff going on every day, all day long. Inside events, in restaurants, the library. You can find some cool places to go. And sometimes in the evening, it's not really that hot. So, get out and enjoy those activities. One of I think the greatest thing about this event is that almost everything is free. It's been the goal of Music Preservation Society all these years to bring music to the people and to make it accessible. So they have events at nursing homes, they have stuff for children, have events at churches. They really have done an amazing job of spreading that music history and heritage all over the Shoals area. But if you do have friends and family, we definitely encourage you to bring them to the visitor center. You're going to be very impressed, and you might learn a few things about the area you maybe didn't know or forgot. And it's a very impressive way to introduce your community to visiting friends and family.
And what would be the best way for somebody that's thinking about going, that may be thinking, well, it's going to be too crowded, I don't know what to do, don't know what to bring? Is there a particular website that they can go to and just scroll down and say, I want to do this, I want to do that, and this tells me to bring a lawn chair or whatever?
Yes, it's the WCHandyMusicFestival.org.
Okay.
And really some of the tips I would encourage people is just pack you a cooler of water, have it in your car, make sure you've got some chairs, and then if there is a large crowd, have a plan B if you don't want to get in there.
Right.
There's multiple things going on all at the same time, so you've got plenty of options.
And it's not, like you said earlier, it's not just located in one central area where it's going to be so congested. You might have an event like at Spring Park, and you need to know where the events are and where they're located at. And thank God for GPS. So Okay. Well, let's say after this is over with, I know it takes about a year. I mean, you probably start planning for this, come Monday.
Yes.
Or maybe Tuesday.
Right. The day off.
But it literally takes a year to pull something like this off, right?
It really does. And this is the first year that I've been involved with the board of directors to see, why does it take so long to get the schedules out? And that's because there's lots of changes, and we want to get the most current information into the hands of the festival goers. And so it does take a long time to get this information, and you have artists that change their mind or can't come, businesses that they didn't know who they were going to have till the last minute. So, we ask that you just be patient and always look at the website, because that is the most current information. And, when you're out, when you purchase posters, T-shirts, things like that, all that money goes to help support the festival.
That's
so
great.
We really do encourage people to purchase some of that merch and help us to keep this going.
Amen. Now, is it too late for volunteers? Can people volunteer to help out, or is that too much?
We absolutely need volunteers. The Handy Festival office is located at the Kennedy Douglas Arts Center in their annex. Lots of volunteers are needed because people are in and out of there constantly getting T-shirts, tickets, wanting information, answering the phones. So we always need volunteers for that.
Well, that's great. Now, after the Handy Festival is over, what's the next big event for the shows?
Well, we actually have a couple of large bass tournaments coming up this fall. We're really excited about a college event and Fishers of Men, and those are pretty big for us. And then with August and September, kids going back to school, not quite as much going on, but the Renaissance Fair in October.
Now, is that something new? Or is
No, the Renaissance Fair, this is the 30th year for it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
30th year.
Like I said, I am new to the area, so...
You need to come spend some time with us.
Well, I do. Now, Renaissance, I'm assuming, I've been to one up in Tennessee, and that's where Knights of the Round Table and things like that. And am I just totally off the mark on that?
No, you're good.
So
there.
you can dress up like a knight and joust. And,
yes.
And where's that held at?
That's in Wilson Park in downtown Florence.
Okay.
And we have a king and queen, so there's royalty.
Wow.
They reign
You're
for
the
a
queen?
year, not this year.
Oh, okay.
That's my goal eventually.
Okay.
But the king and queen, they reign all year, and they have processions around the park, and they have their court. And unfortunately, the monarchy for 30 years has been cursed. So always on that Sunday afternoon, there's some tragedy, disaster, or the reigning king and queen decide they're not going to do this any longer. So a new person is crowned on the Saturday afternoon.
Well, that's great.
Right. They have a feast on the weekend before, and someone at the feast gets the lucky coin and their dessert, and that person will be the one crowned the new king or queen.
Well, that's a neat way to do that.
It is.
It's a very inventive way.
One of the unique things about this event that makes it really exciting is that it's really a part of our school system. And it started as a way to really teach kids about the Renaissance and then the connection of Florence, Alabama to Florence, Italy. And it kind of grew from there. And so you'll see so many kids at this event. And that's the reason why an event continues to grow, because, now a lot of those kids who were young when it first started, they're in their 30s. And they're taking them and they're volunteering. So it's a real important event for our community.
And now we have events all year long up here, I've noticed.
Yes.
I mean, I can't really, because you get into the fall and the fall festivals, and then Christmas is to follow, and you might have a couple of weeks maybe in January where you're trying to rest a little bit, and then it just sort of starts up again.
It does.
And that's great for our community. Where you can go, people can go in their own community, don't have to travel 200 or 300 miles to enjoy yourself. I think that's awesome. I think you guys do a great job.
Thank you.
I do.
That's the one thing we really are try to educate people to never say is that there's nothing to do in the show.
Exactly.
Because there's something to do literally every day. And we do a great weekly e-blast out
Okay.
And you can go to our website to sign up for it.
All
And our
right.
website's just visitflorenceal.com.
Okay.
And we send that out every Friday, and it's everything going on the rest of the week. Live music, who's playing, special programs that might be at the library or around town.
Mhm.
And so there's just always something to do.
That is so great. Thank you so much
All right.
for coming on and giving us the information. We do appreciate it.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
We appreciate you.
Well, thank you. Folks, we'll be right back in just a few minutes, and I'll have the gentleman from Cowboy Church of Colbert County up next. So we'll be back in just a minute.